you know what? Today's a lovely Thursday because, when we played the Vikings, I was a little dejected because I thought we could smoke the Vikings. I thought we matched up really well with them, and I thought, that was going to be a major victory to like really propel us into that playoff picture and really, put us on that momentum, to like really be a force in these streets. And then we lost 3-0 to the Vikings. And I was thinking to myself, ugh, low scoring game. It wasn't pretty. Interceptions, key moments of the game. I'm like, ugh, is this what we really want, for the rest of the season and going into next year? And then I had to I had to take some days and really think about it, because at first I was like, let's just blow up the whole team. I'm done. This decade upon decade of all this disheartening losses. And then I say, you know what? Let's just see how. Because sometimes you got to go back and say, you know what? Even though the game wasn't pretty, what can you glean from it? And I was thinking to myself, you know what? The offense didn't play well, but the defense, the defense has been great all year, been really consistent all year, and kept us in a lot of games. And that's when I said to myself, you know what? Even though it was an ugly game, the defense came to play from the first quarter to the fourth quarter. So that's something to hang your hat on, because in years past, it's always been the offense doing all the heavy lifting, and the defense shows up here and there. And then all of a sudden, when we need the defense to show up, the defense was just like easy money. The people just lighting our defense up. This year's been totally different. This year, the offense has been up and down, which is to be explained with the rookie quarterback, the offensive line in flux, and we lost, and we fired our head coach and our offensive coordinator. So I understand why on the offensive side of the ball it's ebb and flow, but gotta give kudos to Patrick Graham, because I know he was under the gun last year, but this year he's whew, the defense is on point. The defense has really been uh, a shining star of our team. So got to give credit to the defense. And I'm not going to lie, while we're talking about the defense, specifically for the Chargers versus the Raiders, the defense was lights out this game. Lights out. I mean, even though it's the Chargers and they lost their Justin Herbert for the game, and they lost a couple of receivers, it's still you still gotta make plays on the defensive side of the ball. You can't play to your competition, and that's really been another issue that we've had, is that we win games in the past that we shouldn't have won. We had no business winning, and then we lose games that we should win. And it's always this perplexing dynamic. Like, how do we beat a team that we shouldn't have beat? Then all of a sudden, we beat a team that we lose to a team that we shouldn't have lost. But this is why I say you can glean a lot from this game against the Chargers. We beat a team that we were supposed to beat. Matter of fact, we didn't just beat them. We laid them down. We put that ball gag in and said, have fun for the rest of the night. We're having fun with you, so you might as well have fun with us. And it was great. I mean, 63 points. You know, it was one of those things where you're like, you like to see that. You like to beat the teams that you can beat. We got turnovers. That's another thing I'm excited about this Patrick Graham and his defense, because in years prior we never really got turnovers, but this year we've gotten a lot of turnovers comparatively, and so I'm really hoping that we have consistency in the coaching and management, so we can actually build momentum moving into next year, and even not even next year. This year, let's just have fun with this year. And I'm really happy with the coaching staff. Antonio Pierce has really done a good job, because you find out how good a coach really is after you lose a game that's crushing to your playoff aspirations. You always find out how good a coach is to getting a team locked in for the next week, the next game, if you will. And that's why I think Antonio Pierce is a good coach in the makings, because how you bounce back from crippling defeats, it makes you a real good coach, and how you can be a leader of men, especially at that level. And then two, switching to the offensive side, I got to give credit to Aiden O'Connell, because a lot of people were calling for this man's neck, against the Vikings showing. And for him to be a rookie and him to have ups and downs and still have the confidence to let it rip, gotta give him full marks too. You know, Jacoby Myers was great. Our tight end Mayer was great. Devontae Adams had a good game, great game, and the offensive line played really well. Played really well, and I gotta give kudos. Like this is one of those few times where the offense and the defense were clicking on all cylinders, and I think that's something that we need to see more often. So we can win these last two games. I think it'll go a long way for Antonio Pierce being brought back full time and the coaching staff. And I think also that this is one of those games where we had to beat the Chargers to keep the season alive. 'Cause I still think we have a shot, even if we win our final two games, we still need help. But it's better to have options and not be mathematically eliminated from the playoffs in week 12 or week 13 or week 15. You know how that's how it's been in previous years. So this year I'm still excited. I still have hope that we can do damage this year. So great game, great bounce back game. Kudos to the whole offensive team, and even good old Mark Davis was loving it from the owner's box. So so I got it. So it was a great game for everybody, coaching, management, players. Everybody had a great time. So I loved it. I loved it. I really did. And you know what? I was depressed after the Vikings lost. I said to myself, I'm not gonna say Super Bowl we out here for the rest of the season because it was such a disheartening loss. But now after seeing this and how we banged the Chargers, I'm back on that horse. Super Bowl, we out here. Can't wait to see how we do the Chiefs and the Broncos. Ooh, can't wait. Can't wait. I'm back on the horse. I'm full of hope and I'm ready for the world. Let me know what y'all think. I'll holler at y'all next week for the game.